Hi everyone, it's Karen. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. It's time to do some cute reindeer nail art. So I've got my little tip all ready to go. So let's jump in and get started. Okay, so starting off with Lola. This is the most beautiful, I would call it a strawberry milkshake pink colour. So if I was doing this here on a real hand, I would have put my base layer down first. But because I'm working on my little tip, I'm just going to go ahead and apply that colour. So I'm going to apply the first layer and then I do a second layer. So once that's all cured, I wipe off the inhibition and then I'm just going to give it a little buff as well too. So I've got this here beautiful grey colour which is called Ulyss. It's a beautiful soft grey. And using my Nutmeg detailer brush, I'm just going to go in and I'm going to work from about a third of the way down the nail. I'm just sort of about a third of the way down the nail there from the cuticle, and that's where I'm going to start doing the cross, which will be the guide for the circular bit of the head. I should say actually that this nail was inspired by an image that I'd actually seen online by, I think it's at Nails and Colours Anaya. I'm going to link that person's details down below so you can go and check out their work, because this was such a cute design. I loved it. As soon as I seen it, I thought I have to recreate that. It's just gorgeous. So right now we're doing the circular bit of the head, as you can see, and that little cross just kind of gives you a bit of a guidance to sort of keep your circle nice and round. So once we've got that done, the outline of that, then we're just going to go ahead and fill it in. And before you cure, you're going to join what would be sort of two parts of the circle down into, I suppose, what would then create a bit of an upside down pear shape. And then once we have that done, we're going to go in and just do then the actual sort of neck body detail, and then we'll go in for a cure. Okay, so now for the little facial features. This here would be probably, I think, what would sort of be the side of the head, sort of the cheek area, because we're going to leave the middle strip as the nose. So I'm just going in again with my detailer brush, some Snow White, and I'm just going to fill that in. I absolutely adore working with hard gel for painting. I just find it so much easier than gel polish. Don't know why. Perhaps there's science behind it. I'm not too sure. Maybe it's because it's a slightly thicker consistency or whatever. But I just find it really good for this kind of detail work. So just sort of going in with that there. Once I have those filled in, then I will go in for a flash cure afterwards. But in the meantime, I'm just going to sort of concentrate on getting those little eyes filled in, and then the neck area there too as well. So we're just going to add some white to that. Okay, and we're also going to put its little ears on now as well. And what I would say is, at this point, keep your brush as light as possible, and that will give you a really nice fine tip to kind of to do those little ears with and get those finer details. Once you're happy enough with that, then you can pop it in for a cure. Okay, and in this wee bit, I'm literally just going back in with some of that Ulyss, and I am adding some detail there just into the ears, just into the sort of centre of the ears there, and then I'm just going to go in for a cure. So I wanted to do that now because I have more detail to put on, so I thought it would be easier to get that out of the way and get it cured before we move on to the next step. Okay, so going in with some Ankia, which is black, and this is our little antlers. And again, obviously the heavier that you push down on the brush, the thicker that the line will be. So I'm pushing down pretty heavy at this point because I do want the antlers to be quite prominent, and we will be putting some glitter over them as well too. So all I'm doing is literally placing them first, and then just going in then with some more black just to add the little bits of sort of detail once I'm happy enough with that, then I can go on in for a cure. Okay, so moving on now to the detail, and again I'm using Ankia, which is the black, but at this point here what I'm doing with the brush is I am literally just using the tip and really lightly just kind of almost tracing along the edges as lightly as possible. And what you'll find is the lighter that you go with it, the finer that your lines will be. And with this design here, you really want to, you know, edge it very finely. You don't want to you know, make any of the lines sort of just around the wee features too thick. You want to keep it as dainty as possible, and it will look so much better. So keep that brush as light as possible as you're going around, and just kind of like move the nail about to wherever you need to in order to get that. And I'm also doing obviously sort of some more of the wee details there, kind of like in the body area and then the nose as well too. So yeah, so I'm just going to be, as you'll see, as I kind of go along, just doing all the little black details there, and that sort of around the face, the ears, and just sort of the nose, etc. And at any point, you can go in for a flash cure if you're happy enough with what you've done and you don't want a chance going too far. I definitely say go in, pop it in for a flash cure, and that will hold what you've done. So yeah. So once I've done all the little facial details, I'm then going to go in and go around the ears, and finally then we will get to the little eyes and pop on her eyelashes as well too, just to kind of make it really dainty and cute. So that'll come up in a little minute, but I'm just going to keep quiet and just let you guys watch. So it's all very self-explanatory at this point. Okay guys, now this bit here, it's not necessary. I just wanted to add it in, but just sort of using, again, my nutmeg brush. You can obviously use a dotting tool for this, but I just wanted to add reflects of snow. The reason I use the brush is that it kind of gives the dots a little bit of movement, so it just looks a bit more realistic. So once I've cured that, I'm then going to wipe off all the tacky and inhibition layer, and I want to do that really well, so that the next step, this step here that we're doing, doesn't kind of interfere. So I've gone in with some of the wet look finish, and I'm just basically using that gel to sort of fill in the black of the wee antlers there. So I'm just going down the center and sort of up those little side bits of detail, and once I'm happy with that there, then I have what is Gold Digger, of course, from Nail Sugar, and I'm going to be using it to just very gently sprinkle over those antlers before we have cured anything. So we're going to be sprinkling that onto wet gel, and then we're going to go in for a double cure. Okay, so once that glitter is all dusted off, then I'm just going in again with some Snow White, and I'm just going to add a little frame to the nail. I just think that this kind of finishes it almost. Again, not necessary, but I just really like it. So we're just going to go ahead and frame that and then pop it in for a cure. Okay, so going in with Maya now, I'm only going to use a tiny little drop of this beautiful blush pink, and this is just for her cheeks, just to give her that little winter sort of chilled look. I just thought that this was really cute. I'm just dabbing my brush, and then we're going to cure. And then to finish, I am using my Wet Look finish. I absolutely adore this. And this is a great top coat because you can encapsulate the like of glitter in that there so easily. And it's so shiny, glossy, and lasts for ages. It is fantastic. So once I've got that all covered, we'll go in for a cure. Ta-da! And that is our little reindeer all finished. That's her all top coated and just looking ever so cute. I love this nail. I just think it is so pretty. It's so cute. It's so sweet. It has a little bit of sparkle, and you know, and it's a great nail to do if you are getting into freehand and you'd want to kind of have a go, especially with your Nat Mug brush. So I hope you enjoyed this here. I hope you enjoyed this little step by step, and hopefully it'll be something that you will do and give it a go. So other than that there, guys, have a great week. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button as well too, and I will see you all again next time. Have a good one. Bye.